be here on a Friday night.
Ladies and gentlemen, thanks for coming out tonight. Let me just look at the crowd and really gauge who's ready for this. Just let me gauge the crowd for a second. I present to you James Donald.
Is this thing on? All right, word. How's everybody doing tonight? Oh, wait, I don't care. All right, oh, look, you have some big breasts there, huh? Where'd you get those? Kmart? Right on, moving on to you, big old fat guy, huh? How'd you get out of bed? You just rolled on out, huh? Your wife gave you a hand job and now you're here. Fucking perfect. All right, hey, whoever flies airplanes. I'm not talking about the main fella. I'm talking about you, the ones that sit in the seats and you pay money to fucking have some guy elbow you and some kid fucking beat on your spinal cord until you just want to fucking hop right out the window. Oh. All right, so speaking of wives, who here has a wife, huh? Hands up. Sorry, bastards. Yeah, huh? You. Well, fuck you. Get a divorce. But I have a wife too. I do. I really, really do. And let me tell you, she comes up to me the other day. You want to know what she says? You know what she has the nerve to say? She says, honey, it's that time of the year again. That time of the year. Heard that one before. But yeah, you know what I said to her? You know what I says to her, Walmart 2-for-1 special, fucking hell coat hanger and me. That's what I said. And she said, no, you misunderstood. It's our anniversary. Woman. I said, you know what? You're right. It will be our anniversary. And I stand by what I said. And speaking of wives, my lovely Angelica, we got married 2 years ago. But before that, my buddy Phil. I have a friend named Phil, and he's of the Mormon faith. Does anyone know anything about Mormonism? I didn't think so. I didn't either before I talked to this guy. And he tried to convert me. And you know what he says to me? He says, hey, you'd make a great Mormon, but I need 3 things from you. You can't smoke, you can't drink, and you can't have sex until you're married. And, I said, hey, I like all those things a lot. I like them a lot. And he said, yeah, well, you gotta give things up to be a Mormon. But I said, oh, well, hey, can I at least masturbate before I get the whole ring on the lady's finger? And he says, sure. And that's when I said, 1, 2, 3, sold to the man in the black hat. So, believe it or not, before I was an extremely successful comedian, I didn't know what the hell I wanted to do. And I was just thinking, you know, what could I be? What could I be, really? Firefighter? No, they drug test. Teacher? No, they drug test. My buddy, he says to me, well, hey, why don't you be a cop? They don't drug test you. And I said, oh, perfect. I think I'd make a great cop. I like me some donuts. He says, yeah, well, I'll set you up with an interview. Friday. And I said, all right, I'll be there. So I show up. And I failed the written test. I failed the physical. And I failed the drug test. Turns out they drug test you when you go in for an interview. And still my buddy says, oh yeah, they liked you a lot. And I said, why? Why? That's crazy. And he said, well, you checked the right box. I said, which one was that? He said, oh, white. Ding! So it turns out I get to show up there again the following week. And then he said to me right before I go in for this all-important second part of the test, he says, just say no. Any question they ask you, just say no. I said, all right, okay. No, really? Really? Because what if they switch up the questions? What if they switch up the answers? What if I get it wrong? What if I get it right? Oh, and then he says, oh, don't worry about it. Just say no. No. I said, okay. I'm going to listen to you because you're my buddy and you got me this far. So, well, I show up and, I'm ready to get my nose on. Just say no. I didn't learn that when I was a kid. I was doing fucking blow and methamphetamine, but I said, you know what? Today I'm going to practice that because I didn't practice it as a kid and maybe it's going to get me somewhere in life. So, he said, the interviewer, he says to me, well, do you like black people? I said, no. He said, oh, you like brown people? I said, no. He said, well, would you ever adopt a baby girl? I said, no. He said, well, have you ever shot a gun before? You know anything about gun safety? I said, no. Then he said to me, he says, would you ever pull over a white person? I said, no. And he says, well, I have one more question for you. When are you ready to start your job as a cop? You know, they probably should ban weed again. It's legalized in most places in this great country. And I think it needs to be banned once again. Because one time I got so high, I banged my Aunt Bonnie. Yeah, we call it the Thanksgiving special. She still brings her bong to the table. Yeah. Dark times. Her pussy, that is. But between you and me, I'll be going back for leftovers this year. So speaking of anniversaries, my wife, my lovely wife, she has a little anniversary of her own. And I've been talking about the wife a whole lot lately, huh? Somebody's getting laid tonight. I'm already about half chub just thinking about old Aunt Bonnie. And, yeah, that's right. You know what's going on. We'll censor that for the folks at home, but you guys get a front row seat. Hey, back to that anniversary. She likes to mourn the death of our firstborn child, Michael. Yeah. But between you and me, I kind of got sick of paying the bills, It's a whole lot of work carrying the weight of the family, and before school one day, he's on a scooter, and, I just kind of gave him a little nudge. The bus was right on time, and I guess you could say I threw him under the bus, huh? Wow! Yeah, well, you know what they say. Beef. It's what's for dinner. Thanks for coming out, folks. The great James Donald.